Wakey, wakey, my dear. Oh, are you still drowsy? Sorry about that. It's one of the many side effects of the drug. You also must have a nasty migraine right now, so I'll keep my voice soft. What was that? I can't hear you when you're slurring, you know. The attempt was cute, though. Why, what? Why did I drug you? Well, would you prefer me knocking you out by physically harming you? Perhaps hitting you on the back of the head, or squeezing that pretty little neck of yours. You look so adorable when you're scared. Well, I digress. If I used physical methods, there was a chance you might not ever wake up. Now that wouldn't be too pleasant, would it? From that look in your eyes, it seems you've finally reached your senses. Hey, stop that already. It's getting on my nerves. Good girl. Why do you look so startled? I was just giving you a peck on the cheek. Now why did you have to bring him up? You should fathom why I had to get rid of him. He was getting too close to you. Shall I mention Shizu-chan as well? You let that monster touch you with those filthy, revolting paws of his. Did you really think I'd let that slide? Why do I care? I think it should be quite evident, my dear. You're mine. And just because we're not in a romantic relationship doesn't mean you're allowed to just flaunt everything you have to other men. You're mine because I've chosen you to be mine. Not due to some fictitious destiny or fate. But why did you have to enter my life? I was perfectly fine with accepting my punishment and purifying my love for humanity, but then my little sisters surprisingly pitied me. You, my little physical therapist, sauntered into my apartment, and eventually my mind. At first I was bewildered. How could I grow so fond of a single human? You have nothing in your past or currently that's interesting or scandalous. If you aren't catching my drift, I'm saying that you're a very simple human, lacking anything remarkable. So it enthralled me on how you had me enamored with you with just a few sessions. But I'm assuming it's due to how kindly you treated me. Always conversing with me, giving me that smile of yours, and your innocent aura only added to it. It really is a shame that it's come to this. Oh, no. I won't kill you. My dear, what would be the purpose of you being here if I was just going to kill you? I would have paid off some thugs to get rid of you and dispose of your body, and no one would know of your current, well, previous whereabouts. Then what do I mean? Well, it seems you prefer monsters over me. You've been hanging around with that underground transporter and heinous beast, but mostly with him. It's almost as though you've fallen in love with him. I sincerely hope that that's not the case. Just friends? So quick to reply. You're not lying to me, are you? No. Oh, good. I'd hate if that were so, for I'd have to hurt you really, really badly. Now then, it's time to get to the part I've been waiting for. And maybe you have too. Close your eyes for me, dear. I said, close them. Wonderful. Stay just like that. Stay still. Your skin is so soft. I love you, my dear. So much. Oh, don't be mistaken. I still love all of humanity, but you seem to stand out somehow. I hope these lips of yours weren't touched by Shizu-chan's first. I don't want traces of his disgusting slobber on you, my cute human. Your cheeks are so red. Stop acting like you hate this. I know what you're really feeling. You love me just as much as I love you. You want me just as much as I want you. No. And why's that? You don't even know who I am anymore. Don't joke with me, You're not. Listen, if you don't take control of that tongue of yours, that's been spouting lies ever since I brought you here, I might just have to cut it off. That would cause me so much dismay, for I truly adore the sound of your voice. So, will you be wise and tell only the truth from now on? Or will you be foolish and never be able to speak a word again? Good choice. I wouldn't want to hurt you, so I'm glad that you're obeying me. After all, it's shown that communication is key in a romantic relationship. So adorable. I can't get enough of you. I wonder, what other expressions can you make? Well, I'm sure all of them will be as lovely as the ones I've seen so far. By the way, there's a question on my mind right now. Can I make you beg for me? I'm wrong. I must object to that statement, my dear. For I can give you more pleasure than Shizu-chan could ever dream to give you. Do you want me to show you what I mean? Look at that petrified expression. Oh, it's so cute, so cute, so cute. Oh, you're so sweet, I could just take you here and now. Actually, that doesn't sound quite bad. Oh, I've had enough of your crying face. Shall I turn it into an erotic one? Hey, stop struggling. I love you, and you love me, right? Then let's consummate it. I've been patient enough. You don't love me. He's really brainwashed you, hasn't he? You poor thing. Hey, you healed me through physical therapy. So why don't I do the same for you? Shh. No more tears. I'm healing you in return. Because I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You've been quite quiet ever since we became one. I don't like jabbermouths, but you're not speaking a word and it's getting really boring. Not to mention that blank expression on your face. You haven't been eating either. Going on a hunger strike or you just being on the verge of death won't change my mind about keeping you here. If you keep misbehaving, I might just have to stop giving you kisses. Ah, and I know that you don't love me. Why do you look so surprised? Well, at least you're showing some sort of reaction. Dear, I know how my lovely humans tick. How else would I be prosperous in my job as an informant? Why was I saying those things? You're so naive that I thought you could possibly be one of those humans, the ones that are easily charmed. I can't lie that I was disappointed, but that just makes it even more fun. I believed just by saying those 3 words that can be used ever so easily, you would put on that cute, sheepish smile. Every time I complimented you, used the most fruitful tactics of seduction, you would always do that. From that reaction, I was sure you'd eventually fall for me. But it seems that I made an error somehow. That error should be evident? Oh, getting sassy, are we? Do you want me to punish you, like last time, for giving me such an attitude? I didn't think so. Oh, object all you want, but it's bound to happen. One day, you'll wake up and realize that the only one you need is me. Furthermore, I'm not blind to how society views kidnapping, and forcing yourself on someone is frowned upon. But does it look like I care? We're here, aren't we? In some way or another, we're finally together now. What's that? What do I mean about you waking up and... Oh. You see, there's this little thing called Stockholm Syndrome. Since you don't love me naturally, I suppose gaining your love through a developed condition will do. Stockholm Syndrome is a condition where you feel trust or even affection for your captor. I'm hoping that the second one will occur, but I'll be patient. I've already satisfied myself from the first night I brought you here. So don't worry about that. I might just play with you a little. But when I finally physically marked you as mine alone, I would do anything to go back to that night. You were so cute when you tried to resist your instincts when really it was inevitable. But about you and Shizu-chan. I didn't hurt you, since you actually told the truth. Nonetheless, I see the way he looks at you, and I could tell that you were one step away from falling for that vile monster. I had to do something, since I knew that any day you'd be stolen by him. How hypocritical of him. I can't love anyone. Leave me alone. I'll only hurt others. Yet others flock to him. It puzzles me, really. He said that he can't love anyone, but he easily gets jealous whenever another man makes you blush. Well, I can't fib that I can't stand it either. But even so, whenever you look away, he stares at you longingly, and when you smile at him, he looks like you gave him some sort of affection. Well, I've got news for you. That monster doesn't deserve to be happy. He has enough. He has friends, family that cares about him despite his deplorable existence. And he wanted to have you as well. That's just pure greediness. Oh, I'm the greedy one. I'm the greedy one. Like I stated prior, he has enough. So can't I have the human that cared about me, but we'll fix that. And the sweet human who would listen to me, try to see the best in things. It's rare to see a positive girl like you in this city. So I suppose that's another reason why Shizu-chan fell for you. Even so, it's still unacceptable. You confabulated with me before you did to him, and you smiled at me before you gave that precious smile, one that he doesn't deserve, to him of all creatures. He treats you better than I do? What was that? I don't appreciate you labeling me with such Since you keep insulting me like that, I have no choice but to punish you. You're crying already. That punishment was like one would do to an adolescent, or even a prepubescent child. Don't act like the victim. You brought that upon yourself. Though I have to say, I haven't seen your crying face in a while. It brings back such blissful memories. My dear, you're so adorable. Oh, not even putting up a fight? Maybe you're starting to develop that condition already. Or maybe you've just fallen for me. Ah! You! That was very naughty of you, my dear. Don't forget that a headbutt inflicts damage upon both parties. My eye. Perhaps Shinra can patch me up. Before I get dizzy, I might as well catch a ride and head over there. Hopefully I don't run into Shizu-chan. You hope I do? Dear, brace yourself while I recover, since the punishment I give you next will be the worst one, by far. But I know you're just trying to put on a fierce front. I saw the flash of guilt in your eyes when you headbutted me. And even now, I can see that fear in your eyes. The same fear that's usually directed towards me. Hopefully that'll turn into affection soon. I'll be back soon. Oh, and a word of warning. If you pull a stunt like that again, I won't hesitate to torture you to the point where you'll wish you were dead. Eat your damn food. And if I see it still on your plate by the time I get back, I'll force-feed it to you. I wouldn't want that. And I firmly believe you wouldn't either. So just submit to me before you regret it. Not so fast. Although your attempt at escaping was rather decent, it's nothing a child couldn't do. Perhaps I slightly underestimated the possibility of you being sharp-witted, but I suppose I should have used cuffs instead of rope. Now, get back into that chair before I have to punish you once more. See? That wasn't so hard, now was it? That really is disappointing. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I can't help but get irked. I don't like being betrayed. So this was like being stabbed in the back. Does that bring you satisfaction? But I guess I should be thankful that you've never tried to kill me, or else I might have had to hurt you. And I don't believe that either of us would like that. Even so, I've noticed something recently. Could you already know what I'm about to point out? Well, let's start with what happened prior. Yes, while the knife was there, you still didn't hesitate one bit when I ordered you to return to me. Not only that, but recently, you haven't been refusing me when I kiss you. See? Even now I can tell it's already begun to develop. And I can't lie that I'm excited for the final result. You're always so adorable when you blush, and I've noticed you've been doing so more often. There's no need to be embarrassed about it, my dear. In fact, this is the way I've always wanted you to act in front of me. So cute. Let you go? Oh, but we've been over this. Maybe when you truly adore me, then I'll allow you to walk around my penthouse. Well, this one anyway. But don't expect the door to be open unless I have to leave. But of course, it will simply be locked again. You can be akin to a housewife. Except not irksome like Nami. Oh, she used to be my secretary. She hired my two sisters to stalk her little brother in the belief that she was protecting him. It truly is pathetic. But even so, despite her being such a vile human, I do love her. Are you jealous? That would be so cute. No? Oh well, I suppose you already know how I feel about humanity, so I shouldn't be disheartened. But worry not. I truly adore you, my dear. Why else would I have you here? Unlike Masayomi, it's not my hobby to flirt with girls, you know. This is an odd method of flirting? No, don't be so mean. I was only kidding, my dear. However, if you prefer odd, I'll try those methods. Again, I'm teasing. You're so fun to fluster. I've missed seeing you blush, especially when it's caused by me. So cute. I wish you looked at me like this all the time. How much time has passed? Why do you need to know? Curious. Well, about 3 months. Huh? Why do you look so shocked? Well, I do suppose it's hard to tell due to the lack of windows where you're staying. But isn't that like you to be a little too curious? Why would any season moving on to the next matter when you have me? You just want to see those you're close to. But I'm the one that's closest to you, emotionally and physically. Literally. But don't you believe that's what's fun about it? No one else but me knows where you reside, and eventually you won't even be able to think about those dear to you. You'll be too busy thinking about me. And frankly, that's how it should always be. Really, even though you were aggravated when you first woke up in that chair, you've become aware of how your once bitter feelings are changing into something more. Truly, this is one of the many things I love about humans. When you push them hard enough, they'll submit to you in one way or another. In all honesty, I've never tried to make someone fall for me, since I'm used to glare sent my way. It comes with the job, yet you never looked at me in spite before all of this. There was no ulterior motive, simply the desire to befriend me. Quite a petty goal, if you ask me. Albeit how pathetic it is, I'm thankful to have met you. These feelings are incredibly addicting. I would have never known what it would be like to experience them if it weren't for you. A part of me is resentful of it, considering the fact that I fell for a girl like you who's utterly unremarkable. Oh, don't look at me like that, especially when you know it's the truth. Despite my feelings for you, no one's perfect, and you're not an exception. Every human has flaws, did things they regret, some even drowning themselves with some sort of addiction. Be it sexual pleasure, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, or doing some sort of drug that will, if they're lucky, swiftly and painlessly bring about their demise. Those types of humans are truly inadequate, and one can only ponder how they're still alive. Especially the ones who want to die so badly, which is quite common in teenagers, I find. Of course, this could be due to their raging hormones, actual depression, but I've also witnessed them wishing to escape their problems and escape this cruel world by means of suicide. No one understands me. Nothing goes my way. I can't catch a break. I'll kill myself before school kills me. My family doesn't care about me one bit. I'm sick of life. It's painfully repetitive, to the point where it's comical. Insensitive? Perhaps, but I'm simply stating the facts. No matter how you look at it, there's that childish desire inside every human being to abandon everything in hopes of a carefree life. Do I have anything I regret? Even if I did, would it really matter? I'm aware of the things you regret, and one of them is getting too close to me. One of the thoughts that ran through your head was probably, I should have stayed with Shizuo, right? Well, considering how Shizu-chan is a friend of yours, I suppose it's only natural. Oh my, you look rather bored. Well, maybe this will snap you out of it. Your blushing face is something I'll never ever get tired of. You're all mine. It's blissful. I love you. It seems Shizu-chan has arrived.